Hi friends, week 47 has come and gone, and this is Lisa here to talk about my week and my challenges that I went through and share my experiences applying Bashar's work to my life. So I make a video every week about how I use Bashar's formula to live a happier life and to overcome any challenges that I experience. So this week, wins for this week. I'm gonna open up my door because it's kind of hot. um, so challenges, one, I caught a cold and I woke up in the middle of the night with a headache a couple of times this week, so that was not much fun. I think part of that was maybe being a little bit worried about money or thinking about money. I had to do my taxes and this week, and I owed some money to the IRS, which was a bummer. I owed, I think it was like $1,500 or something. And yeah, so might let that get me down a little bit. But I recovered pretty fast from that. So some Bashar teachings that help with that have, he talks about the 5 forms of abundance and how money is not the only form of abundance, and there are other forms. But if we focus just on having money, then we can miss out on all of the other forms of abundance in our lives. And I definitely think that I have a lot of abundance in my life. I'm very abundant in love and relationships, in health, career-wise, purpose-wise. There's spiritual, abundance. All of those, I think, apply to me. And so it's easy to get caught up in just money and focusing in on that and letting that bring you down. But if you can turn it around and think about the other ways that you're abundant in your life, then it might help you feel better and get out of the negative state, which that did help me a lot to remember that. He talks about synchronicity being a form of abundance, ideas, imagination, and I have been in my imagination a lot this week, thinking about possibly starting my own business, creating curriculum, and also possibly living in an Airstream camper. I know some people probably think I'm slightly crazy for thinking about that, but it doesn't really cost that much to live on that type of a budget, and it would allow me a lot of freedom. So imagination, like that's another form of abundance, and it's really fun to imagine doing that. Gifts and unexpected blessings are a fun form of abundance. Also, trading or bartering is another form of abundance. So there's all of these forms of abundance, and the idea is just to keep the formula in mind and keep acting on my passion and not worry about the financial aspect of it. Like, yes, I have to pay my bills, I have to pay taxes, and luckily I have the money to do that. And I'm not poor, and I'm not broke, and I'm not struggling financially, and I'm so grateful for that. So just keeping that, forefront in my mind as I'm going through my life is really helpful. So yeah, that was my week, and some things that I dealt with this week as far as taxes go. And then I'm looking at my notes here to make sure that I didn't forget anything. Wins for this week: I continued to get my steps in and meet that goal. I ate pretty well and prioritized protein, and I spent a lot of time with my family. So that is one of the ways that I think I'm really abundant right now, is all of this family time that I have with my children, my 3 adult children, and then also my 2 grandchildren. I'm just getting to see them a lot and help take care of my grandchildren and form a really close bond with them. And then also my youngest daughter, this is her senior year in high school, and there's a lot of fun things going on, like prom and pictures and college planning and all of that. And I'm so blessed to be a part of that. And that is definitely, love is a very abundant part of my life. So yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close, and I hope that you guys had a great week. And if you enjoyed this video or you related to it or got anything out of it, I hope that you will like it and consider sharing your own Bashar story regarding abundance and how his teachings have helped you along. And I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week. Take care.